Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin Buckley and I'm with the Shrewsbury High School Speech and Debate team. So today I have the honor of introducing these three wonderful people. So would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm John Nichols.
I'm Madison Taylor.
And my name is Hayden Lindsay.
And I'm going to be interviewing them in regards to their contribution to the Spirit of Shrewsbury Festival, which is, I believe, at the end of September. That's right. Okay, so why don't you guys just tell us a little bit about, what you're doing at the festival, first of all, and, just something more about yourself.
Well, I'm John. I'm 17 years old. I attend Shrewsbury High School, and I'll be performing on the main stage singing some classic Broadway tunes.
Cool.
I'm Miss Teen Shrewsbury. I go to school at in Shrewsbury, and I'm 12 years old.
I'm Miss Preteen Shrewsbury, and I go to school at Oak Middle
Cool.
School.
So looks like you're the only one without a crown, but we can still conduct this interview equally. All right? So the first question is for you. Tell us about your singing, right, at the festival.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about, your song selections, if you can tell us anything about your songs.
My song selection is a kind of an evolution of Broadway, going from a classic sound to more modern day Broadway feel.
Sure. So is there anything that inspired you to choose Broadway songs over contemporary? Or?
I think Broadway is one of those things where people are kind of like hesitant on the music and they don't expose it because it's some people are against it, and I want to show people that the music is and the theater is for everyone, and that you could find a way to attach yourself to those.
Yeah, as we're both theater kids at Shrewsbury High, I really appreciate that you're bringing Broadway tunes into this big festival with a bunch of families so that everyone can see it. So the next question is for the both of you, so I don't know who wants to go first, but just tell us, what are you looking forward to doing most at the Expo?
I'm looking forward to introducing the bands at the Expo.
Cool.
I am looking forward to telling people about the 2020 pageant and signing up people.
Cool. So are you planning on going for Teen Miss Shrewsbury when you go into that age group?
So the way the pageant works is once you win one year, you have to wait another year to re-enter.
Okay.
So then you could.
That's cool. So my facts on the whole Miss Shrewsbury thing are kind of blurry. I don't know much about it, but I'm sure you guys can tell me more about it than he can. So I guess, John, we'll go back to you. So can you tell me when you first started out with singing? I'm really interested about that.
Well, I started performing when I was 4 years old in this Tiny Tomahawks program, and as the role always torments me, my voice teacher always brings it up at one point because she's known me since I was 4. But I've really started taking singing more serious this past year because I started taking voice lessons, and my voice teacher is helping me develop my voice into using it so it's in a more proper way of singing.
So do you get really involved outside of school, in school, just some of the things that you do?
I usually try to volunteer and offer singing whenever I can because it's just such a fun time.
Yeah, I remember at Mr. SHS last year, the pageant, which he is a pageant boy, so I guess
am a pageant boy.
Yeah, you did a really beautiful rendition of, I forget which song.
It was What I Did for Love.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd tell you that.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to you guys now. What's your role in the month of festivities, other than perhaps introducing the band? I know you guys get to go on that super awesome float. Are you really excited about that?
Yes. Yeah. We also, there are going to be games on the field, so we introduce the kids to the games and show them how to play.
Cool. Okay, so I guess we'll go back to you.
Hey.
How did you become involved with the Spirit of Shrewsbury event?
So actually at Mr. SHS, Mrs. Davis approached me afterwards asking me if I would be interested in performing for some events in the future. I gladly accepted because it's my first professional event.
Right.
And it meant a lot to me, so that's how I kind of got involved, and we've been messaging back and forth planning this for a while.
Cool. So do you know any of the other performers that are performing, or are you excited to see anyone particular?
I'm excited to see the other performers. I don't know them too well, but not going to spoil
It'll
too
be a good
much.
bonding experience.
It'll be
for
a
you
good
guys.
bonding experience, yes.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about preparation maybe for the Miss Shrewsbury pageant? I know it must be pretty intense, at least from what I've seen on, my vast, expansive knowledge on pageants from Toddlers and Tiaras, but I'm sure you can tell me more about it.
Well, we basically, when we got there, we had to fill out like a sheet of paper for them to introduce us, and then they would teach us how to walk down, like what would we do, like for our like evening gowns and stuff. So we got separated into 2 groups, and it's like a dance, and then it was like sportswear kind of, and then, well, not sportswear, I think it's casual wear, somewhere around there.
It's all kind of in the same category.
And then it was evening gown, that's where we had our like dress, and we kept that on until we got handed the crown from the other former Miss Shrewsbury.
Cool. Did you guys have a feeling that you might be crowned Miss Young Miss Shrewsbury and Miss Teen Miss Shrewsbury?
I wasn't, so like, I thought I did pretty well, but then when they actually call your name, like, it's like you weren't prepared at all. So
Right.
it definitely came as like a surprise to me.
Did you give a speech or anything when you won, or were you kind of just like,
I was just kind of
Yeah.
surprised.
A little flabbergasted. I know I was.
oh, that was a joke. Okay. I was like, oh, good. So we have 3 Miss Shrewsbury winners here. So
Yes.
would you be in like the oldest age group,
Yes,
or
that's exactly
like the
where I
senior
would.
citizen one?
You know it.
As we are both seniors, which is pretty sad.
Oh, that was a terrible pun.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have any future ambitions as a musician?
My future ambition is to eventually become a professional actor and
Oh.
perform on stage, because me personally, I love to perform. I love, as a musician and as an actor, I love making an audience member feel something when I perform, and it's like always like it's a great compliment to me when I find out afterwards with a show, if I did a heart-wrenching role, I found out someone in the audience was crying at something I sang or something I performed with, and that's always like a huge compliment to me, because that's usually my goal, is to make the audience feel something.
Right. So are you planning on maybe going down the Broadway route, like a lot of the people that we know in the C Wing at the high school, or maybe just, the traditional TV, movies,
Well,
acting?
With that, yeah, I do have some casting agencies I'm assigned with, so no tea.
Well,
I
okay.
am casted with Boston Casting, Slate Casting. I'm with some of those agencies to start going into more TV and film, but I would much rather be on a stage, because there's nothing more exhilarating than being in live theater.
Right. That's really cool. So do you want to study that in college, or are you just planning on jumping right into it?
That's my plan. I will study it, but if I can jump right into it, I'm going to jump right into it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So this isn't so related to your Miss Shrewsbury title, but do you plan on pursuing any, pageants in the future, or like what are your future plans? I just want to know.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So I think that I will continue to do pageants in the future for quite some time, only because like it's a really fun experience and you get to reach out to a lot of people and help your community.
I definitely want to do more pageants after I'm done with this, and I definitely want to try out like after my year like resting, and then try out for the Miss Shrewsbury. But I also met someone, and they told me like they could like hook me up with some modeling gigs.
So we
I know
have an
some
up-and-coming model here, an up-and-coming actor. I know you're a little too young to be thinking about your whole future, but that's really cool. So do you think that that'll become something like super big for you down the line?
I would love to be a model and like love to do the fashion shows, so I'm definitely going to reach out to her and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is there anything, this is kind of a general question for all 3 of you, but is there anything about yourselves that you just wanted to get out there?
I would like to actually send out a special invite for all of the Special Olympic athletes out in the Shrewsbury area.
Oh, that's really awesome.
Like, we really welcome them all to come to the Expo on the September 28th, to come enjoy the festivities, enjoy the music. It's just a great time. I think, personally, we should just invite them all. Invite everyone.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's welcome. It's
Everyone's
just
welcome.
Shrewsbury. We love everyone. I know that a lot of people don't really take advantage of the town's really great festival, which is kind of surprising to me because I have a lot of friends that go to other schools and they text me like, oh, our town is so boring, your town is so cool, all this stuff. So I really hope everyone will come to the, festival.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Well, we are definitely looking for people that are in 5th grade or younger to come and come and do the fashion show at the pageant, and we're just looking for the red 10 and we'll set you up. So.
Sure. So after, this whole, when your duties are finished with this year, so you guys get to crown the next Miss Shrewsbury in your age division? Is that how that works?
Yes. Yeah. So when the next year's pageant comes around, we will it will be in the dance routine or whatever, and then at the end we get to crown the winners. So
That's
it should
really
be
cool.
fun.
Is there any, Expo events that you would, give to any newcomers to come check out or anything of the sort? Because I know that the Expo has a lot of great activities with, the high school clubs and local businesses even.
Well, I would recommend, personally, I've participated in the talent show there, but I think something that everyone should check out is the speech and debate bingo.
No kidding. I also think everyone should come check out Speech and Debate Bingo. It's a really great time, but I'll shut up about that because we've already been talking about it so much, everywhere else that, yeah. But what about you guys?
I can't think of anything right now.
Just everything. Everything's good.
So my platform for my pageant, my crown, so they're to help animals, because there are a lot of animals being abused and neglected in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So my platform is to raise awareness for that and to stop that from happening.
Yeah, that's really cool. My best friend actually volunteers at a dog shelter for abused dogs. So yeah, that's really cool. What about you? What's your platform?
My platform is giving recognition to the veterans, because I don't feel like they get enough for all that they've done for this country, and most of them come home and they don't have a house or something, so I want to help them have everything that they need.
Cool. It's really good that you guys want to spread your message. So what's your platform?
Music.
Music. Okay, I
Theater.
think we've got that established. So here we have music and theater, vets, and neglected animals. Okay. I don't think I could come up with anything nearly as cool as that on the spot. But, so with your platform, do you guys donate to charities? Is that how that works? Or
we kind of we do community service, and I know that there's these people that are building houses for veterans, and once they're done with them, they let me know, and I can do the cutting, they'll coming in when people are moving in, I'll be there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to be helping out, doing movie nights with the veterans and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really crazy that you guys are doing this stuff. You're 12, and how old are you?
12.
Oh, okay, so you're both 12. I can't even think about what I was doing when I was 12 years old, so that's really cool. Is there anything else that you guys perhaps wanted to add?
I have something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, legit. All right. We made a joke that I have a platform of music and theater, but in actuality, I am going to be using that platform of my music and theater to actually be hopefully running a charity event late November.
Ooh.
I'm going to hopefully call it Singing for Souls. I'm going to be running it, and all the proceeds would be going to pancreatic cancer awareness.
Wow, so you've been hiding this bomb of information from us this whole time.
Oh,
Tell
yeah.
me more about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, last year, my grandmother passed away of pancreatic cancer, and she's the reason why I perform and I sing and I dance, I do theater. She has created me to be the man who I am today. And losing her was such a punch to me and just in my heart and everything. So I was thinking of how can I do something to help raise awareness to make people not have to go through what I went through. So I was I have this musical ability that I was gifted, and I know a lot of very talented musicians. I know a lot of talented comedians. I just want to have a great night for an audience and raise money for a special cause.
Wow. I'm taken aback. I'm like, that was really inspiring. Yeah, I've also had family members, my grandmother actually, that passed away from cancer. So, you know, it's really important to bring awareness to this type of stuff and show, you know, everyone that the Spirit of Shrewsbury Festival is so much more than just, you know, everyone in the town coming together to eat food from the food trucks or things like that. It's a lot about having a cause that we care about.
Yeah, and be united as a town.
Yeah, which is something a lot of other towns don't have. So I think, you know, that's really cool. Anything else? Okay, we're good. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for joining me. It was a really great time, and yeah, everyone should come to the Spirit of Shrewsbury Festival.